What if your production team was prompted to produce a movie about a soldier struggling with PTSD, yet no one on the team grew up in a military family, nor were they married to someone who was? Our guest today was faced with that exact situation. Find out how God equipped them to produce a movie that is touching lives and bringing the message of hope and healing to the brokenhearted. Right here on Faith on Film. Hello and welcome to Faith on Film. My guest today, Carla McDougal, is an author, speaker, film producer, and she's the founder of Reflective Life Ministries, Reflective Media Productions, and the Stronger Alliance. That's a lot of stuff we're going to have to find out about today. Her true passion for her Lord and Savior Jesus Christ shines brightly whether she is speaking or writing. Carla serves as the executive producer for the award-winning faith-based film We Are Stronger, which released in 2017. Carla and her husband Fred live in the Houston area. Welcome to Faith on Film, Carla. How are you today?
Hey, Isaac. It is so great to be here with you. I'm doing great.
It looks like you are in a car. You're not driving,
I'm in
are
a
you?
car.
Are
Yes,
you
I love
driving?
technology today. No, I'm so not driving.
That's good because that could be a little dangerous. But anyway, the purpose of the show again, and I say this on every show, by the way, is to learn a little bit about the people involved in the faith-based film industry. We want to get to know not just about their projects, but about who they are, how they got started in this industry, why they're doing it. So let's take the next few minutes and just let us know all about Carla.
Thank you. Well, I started out in 2015 as a speaker and an author, and it actually with Reflective Life Ministries, which actually became a nonprofit in 2008. One of just to kind of give you a quick synopsis, I kind of resisted that calling. For about a year. Have you ever done that debate with God before?
All the time. But he always wins.
That's what I was fixing to say. He always wins. And so, anyhow, the reason for that was because I have what's now known a type of dyslexia, and I knew if I got in front of groups of people, that I would have to read in front of them, read His Word.
Oh wow.
And that just terrified me. It had, it was fear that was in me all of my years growing up, because I was the one that was taken out of reading classes and put in those classes to try to teach you to read faster, of which that wasn't my issue. And so the fear of reading in front of the class or reading in Sunday school, it literally kept me in chains, if you could say that, imprisoned me from fear. And so one day after this long debate, I felt the Lord just say, you know what, Carla McDougal, I created you, I made you, and you're exactly right. In your own strength, you cannot do it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do in you what you can't do yourself. And guess what? You'll never get the glory. And from that, I said, okay, I don't want to get to heaven and the Lord say, I handed it to you and you turned it away. So I had to put my faith and trust in Him fully. And it's been an incredible experience. And that may sound trivial to some people, but to read in front of people and have the Lord do something, and read His Word and have the Lord give you a strength that only He can give. And it's been an incredible experience to watch the growth in this ministry. It moved from writing Bible studies and books to when I wrote the Bible study called Reflecting Him. There was this moment that I woke up when it was being published, and I thought, oh, people have been asking, you need to do a DVD. And this thought came, well, what if we did a mini series where the lessons are embedded in the storyline, so that as women are doing these studies, they watch this, these episodes and the series unfold. And So Robin Murray, who was part of the ministry with me, I asked her if she would write basically a episode, episodes to go with it, and it was absolutely incredible. All of that led into producing our next movie, First Love, and then our last movie, We Are Stronger. And never would I have thought I would have been into now produce, as a producer.
Right.
So God does what He wants to do.
Yes, He does. And I've always felt that whatever God gives us has to be so much bigger than we are, so much more than when we feel we can do. Because if it was something that we could do ourselves, we probably would do it ourselves and would not necessarily depend on God. So it has to be bigger. So whenever something comes to me that is like, I can't do this, then I know, well, good. Then it must be God, because it's way bigger than me, and it's going to have to be Him taking care of all of the... It's going to have to be Him really helping me to get it done. This show is exactly that, by the way.
Absolutely. I mean, this has grown from one person to now over 50 people involved that are volunteering their time. And it's just an incredible experience to see what He's doing.
Yeah, well, I've seen the movie, and it resonated quite a bit with me, because I have a son that spent 6 years in the Army, and while I'm grateful that he came back, with every limb in his body, and apparently came back, mentally just fine. But there's so many that you hear that just don't, and they're really struggling. There's so many. I understand there's so many that take their lives, after they come back, and so it's a very, very touchy subject for me. So you know what? We're going to take a little break. When we come back, we're going to talk about that movie. All right, Carla, about the movie that you did, We Are Stronger. Yes. Find out if you had any challenges in doing it. I know the one of the challenges was that you or your team had no experience with people in the Army or in the service, in the armed services. So this should be kind of interesting. Again, something that God put in you to do, that you needed to rely on Him. So we'll be right back, folks. Don't go away. There's so much more to learn here with Carla.
Cell reproduction, more than duplication. It's careful selection and organization, ensuring the perfect balance for development and growth. Powerful, so is our programming. Parables, the leader in empowering entertainment. Parables. Be empowered. Start your free trial today.
Sight and Sound Theaters invites you to experience one of the most powerful Bible stories ever told.
Samson, you're going to deliver our people from the Philistines.
God gave him the strength to fight thousands.
Where does he get his strength from? Nobody's that strong.
But his greatest challenge will be living with his own choices.
Who are you?
Delilah.
We want you to find out the secret of his strength.
We will destroy Samson.
Playing in Branson for one last encore season. Get ready for a mighty adventure for the whole family.
You are my rock and my strength. Be with me today.
Samson, live on stage at Sight and Sound Theaters in Branson, Missouri.
I wonder if penguins have knees. I wonder how many colors we can't see. I wonder why there's so many stars in the universe. I wonder if we ever looked like apes.
You want to find out?
I wonder if puppies have belly buttons.
Welcome back to Faith on Film. We're here today with my friend Carla McDougal, who seems to be in her car. This will be the first time we have a guest actually in a car, so it's kind of exciting. Carla, so why are you in your car?
You know what? I've got so much going on. I was like, okay, I'm going to get to the parking lot. I'm going to stop. And then we've got an audition after this. So, you make it happen, right?
Oh yeah, well this is fun. This is a first for me. So listen, you've got a movie that you recently produced that deals with PTSD, and of course people who come back from fighting the war. Mm-hmm. Let me show a clip from that, and then we'll come back and talk about it a little bit. Okay.
Vic, wake up, it's a nightmare.
Vic, you're having a nightmare. It's okay, you're having a nightmare. It's me, it's Michelle. Everything's okay.
There's a full and more meaningful life on the other side of this for you and your family.
You know what I am? I am a patient. I'm a burden. I'm that thing that's standing in the way of her life and keeping her from moving on.
It's like I don't even know him anymore. He's just not himself. He's so different. It's like he came home and it's like he's just blank.
You're believing a lie if you think that you're too guilty to be forgiven.
Vic, come on, baby, wake up.
Carla, usually we tend to do projects that maybe fall within our experiences, but you had no experience with the whole PTSD or people in the military. What caused you to want to produce this film?
Well, one of our team members came to me and said, what if we produced a movie about a soldier coming back from Afghanistan who deals with PTSD? And we show the effects, not only the internal struggles that he has, but the effects on the family and the need for community and the hope and healing that Christ provides. And so I was like, okay, well, let's take it to the table with all of our core team. And at the time, there were about 5 of us. Mm-hmm. And we talked about it and kind of looked around the room and said, okay, Lord, we kind of don't understand because not one of us grew up in a military family or first responder family. Mm-hmm. Not one of us are married to military. And we began to pray and really just go to the Lord. And afterwards we looked around at each other and we felt God just say almost in unison, it seemed like it, that again, kind of that same thing I shared with you, that you're right, y'all cannot do that.
Yeah. But
I'm not calling you because you're equipped. I'm going to equip you as I'm calling you. And it has been just he did. It's just been the most incredible experience to say, we have these little fish and loaves, God, and take it and do what you want to do with it. I mean, we're a nonprofit, which puts us in a little different category as a production company. So this movie was 100% produced through donations, and including volunteers from the actors, actresses, producers. Wow. And it's just been, and now last Friday it released on PureFlix, and it's out on Amazon Prime, and we're getting testimony after testimony of people saying this. I'm Vic. That's me. That's me on that screen. And they see now the other side of, they didn't realize maybe how their wife is being affected, or their wives didn't realize the way that what was going on inside their husbands. But beyond that, God opened the door for us to see that PTSD goes far beyond the veteran community, and to first responders, as well as burn survivors and sexual abuse. And that is all brought out in the movie as well. So, I mean, we have two burn survivors in the movie. One is playing her own life on the screen as she lost a child in the fire. So I think the authenticity of that has drawn people to the story, which is now, we have curriculum that follows it. And I kind of have this book right here. It's called Going Deeper. And that's a 6-week study that allows people to, and there's a workbook and a leader's guide with it that allows people to do it as a group or individually as well. But we also, through what's called the Stronger Alliance, this is a group that has formed out of We Are Stronger, which is organizations, Christ-centered organizations nationwide, along with the resources to get the help, whether that is veterans, first responders, burn survivors, trauma survivors. And so through that website, it's strongeralliance.com, you can find online groups, and those online groups are growing. So from the comfort of your car or at home, you may not feel comfortable walking into a church, or maybe you don't feel comfortable walking into a group, but you can connect online and go through this material. Those groups are growing by leaps and bounds, and that's what we're about. We're about, yes, let's create the entertainment that leads to that place of finding then the help and giving the resources. And so that's what we provide. So
that's great. So it's more than just a movie. I mean, you're talking just a whole lot of resources here that will be available for folks experiencing PTSD, or people. It'd be great for people that know some people that have come back from the war and are experiencing PTSD. You know what? We're going to take a break again, and when we come back, let's talk about that. Let's talk about how what we do in faith-based film is more than just entertainment, even though it's good entertainment, but really there's much more to it, which obviously you've proven with your movie and all the extra materials that you've got. But we'll come back and let's talk about why it's important that we begin to support these kind of movies even more. Okay, so folks, don't go away. We'll be right back.
Sunflowers. To pollinate and reproduce, they turn and face the sun. Nature's way of reminding us that for ultimate growth, we must seek the light. Parables, the leader in empowering entertainment. Parables. Be empowered. Start your free trial today.
I wonder how long a dolphin lives. I wonder if they can make cookies in space. I wonder when people started brushing their teeth. I wonder if people and dinosaurs ever lived together.
Want to find out?
I wonder how much a cloud weighs.
Hi, welcome back to Faith on Film. We're here today with Carla McDougal, who is in her car. I still think that is the coolest thing. I'm interviewing somebody in her car. It's a good thing she's not driving. So, Carla, we were talking in the previous segment about the film We Are Stronger and how there's so much more to it than just an entertaining film to watch. That's probably what's really nice about faith-based movies is they actually have much more of an impact than to just entertain us. What do you think? Do you think it's important for us as Christians to begin to support these kind of films more?
Oh, I think it makes such an impact in such a unique way. I mean, if you think about Jesus and how he would reach people, it's through parables.
Right.
And it's, to me, these are modern day parables that have those same truths in them, that really lead to those who are out there that are broken and hurting and need to be encouraged and inspired and led to that place of fun and really the truths that Christ has to offer. And we can do that in such a unique and creative way through film.
Yeah. I know you hear comments at times from people saying, "Oh, I don't watch Christian movies because they're not that good." But I've always felt that in the area of health to our souls, that sugar is delicious too. I love donuts. I love chocolate cake. Sugar is very delicious, but it's not necessarily good for me. Same token with films. I mean, maybe a big Spider-Man film, with all the money that's put into it is very good, tastes very good, but yet it may not have the same healthy aspect of, say, a good Christian movie that would just teach us a good value to have. So I've always said, look, we need to start watching these films more and supporting them, because they will get better as the economics grow from people supporting these kind of films, right? What do you think?
we need the support, because it's a way that we're able to reach a segment that may not be walking into the churches.
Yeah.
And that's what we're hearing through We Are Stronger. And we're even moving into a TV series that that's why I'm here fixing to audition. But this TV series is going to have those same elements in it that, for trauma survivors, and draw them back to say, there is a place to go find that healing, and lead them to the Stronger Alliance to get the resources and all of that. So we're really excited about the partners that are coming in with us from other nonprofit organizations. So
tell us once again, how can people reach you? Perhaps they want to help in some way. Where do they go?
Yeah, they can go to reflectivemedia.org, and we have. We're building. In fact, it's interesting. We just have a brand new launch for monthly supporters that starts from $5 on up to $100, five different levels. And each one of those have perks behind, for example, for the 4th level, you actually become our focus team. And so we'll send you a segment early to watch. So all those things.
Well, you know what? Time just seems to fly with these things. I've always, I've felt when I first started that, oh my gosh, half an hour, how are we going to fill this? And yet when I do these shows now, I find that, oh my goodness, we ran out of time. There's so much more we can talk about. But I just want to thank you for taking the time from your car to spend a little bit of time with us, and just allowing us to get to know a little bit more about who you are and what you're doing. So, Carla, go take care of whatever business you got to take care of now. Thank you for being with us.
Hey, I thank you, Isaac. I want to tell you how much I appreciate who you are.
Thank you.
Because you're always behind the scenes helping others, and you're making an impact, and I appreciate you.
Well, thank you. Folks, don't go away. We'll be right back.
This summer, come to Orlando and bring your family to the Holy Land Experience, where the true heroes live. See with your own eyes the stories of the Bible come to life as you have never seen them before. Through breathtaking live stage musical productions, you and your family will encounter the true heroes of our history. Make memorable moments this summer at Orlando's premier family vacation destination, the Holy Land Experience, where the true heroes live.
Have you ever considered being an actor or director of a major feature film? Sounds crazy, right? But what if God is calling you to do just that? To use your gift in a non-traditional way, like redemptive filmmaking. Let this be your pulpit. So what are you waiting for? Call now. This could be the spark that ignites your ministry.
Christian filmmaking. Our operators are standing by right now. 469-655-3222. Remember to visit our website at www.transformfilm.com.
And you learn filmmaking on 2 backlots, a first-century backlot and a small-town backlot under the watchful eyes of Christian professional filmmakers and university film school professors like Dr. Mark Kuchin. So what are you waiting for?
469-655-3222. Transformation Film Institute, a place where passion meets purpose.
Welcome back to Faith on Film. That was very interesting, interviewing Carla from her car. That's definitely a first for me. I want to just remind you to go check out her website, especially if you are suffering from PTSD or know someone who is. You may want to go there and find out how you can get this movie. I also want to remind you to check out Parables TV. It's a place where you can watch a lot of great faith and family movies, documentaries, TV shows, children's shows, music, all kinds of great content for you and your family. And of course, check out our website, faithonfilmtv.com, and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at faithonfilmtv. So until next week, have a blessed week.